The Loki Season 2 finale is here and it's epic. But before we get into it, let me just say this. If you are not subscribed to our channel, then you are missing out on all the best Marvel content. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. So without wasting time, let's get it started. Loki Season 2 Episode 6 ended, with the 2-season arc of the show with an hour of twists, reveals, MCU Easter eggs and franchise references. After the ending of Loki Season 2 Episode 5, much of the first half of the finale, episode centered on the Loki utilizing his new time-slipping ability to fix the failing temporal loom of the TVA. What began as a simple trial and error journey quickly evolved into an exciting culmination of Loki's overall story, solidifying its place as a major MCU entry by Loki Season 2 Episode 6 ending. As with every other episode of Loki Season 2 and even the 6 installments in Loki Season 1 2, Episode 6 provided plenty of wider references to the franchise of which it is part. More so than the likes of Hawkeye, MS Marvel and Moon Knight, Loki is integral to the broader state of the multiverse saga, meaning its references and Easter eggs are abundant, including changing the meaning of the MCU's Yggdrasil. With Loki Season 2 Episode 6 capping off this integral journey, the amount of MCU connection held true to what has been presented in show's prior installment. The first Easter egg is that Loki Season 2 Episode 6 reversed the Marvel Studio logo. Throughout Loki's 2 seasons, perhaps the most commonly recurring Easter eggs are found through the Marvel Studios introductory logo. This gimmick continued with Loki Season 2 Episode 6 by playing on Loki's time-slipping. The Marvel Studios logo began as a normal, only in reverse, going backward through the new iconic animation that accompanies every MCU property. This was done as an Easter egg to Loki's time-slipping as he was moving in reverse through the time after the ending of Loki Season 2 Episode 5. Loki Season 2 Episode 6 replayed Season 2 Episode 4's ending from different perspectives. An interesting Easter egg found in Loki Season 2 Episode 6 was something common with most time loop based stories. Loki found himself back in time during the events of Loki Season 2 Episode 4 before the looms collapsed due to his time-slipping power, in a montage of humorous sense set to the tune of Walter Murphy's Fifth of Beethoven. The events of Loki Season 2 Episode 4 were played out in several different ways from many different perspectives as Loki attempted to undo the destruction of TVA. Loki Season 2 Episode 6 referenced other key moments of prior episodes. After Loki realized he could not save the temporal loom by affecting the events of Loki Season 2 Episode 4, the newly crowned god of stories went back even further, from the attempted corpse of Miss Minutes and Ravona renslayer to introduction of Obi and Victor Timely. Several moments from Loki Season 2's story were revisited. These Easter eggs worked as they were part of Loki's time-slipping, mirroring the overall journey of the show's titular character. Episode 6 traveled all the way back to the Loki Season 1's finale. Loki's further failed attempts at saving the TVA forced him to take drastic measures in a slew of Easter eggs to Loki Season 1. The Season 2 finale took Loki back to the Citadel at the end of time. Be it the scene of Loki, Sylvie and He Who Remains in the elevator to Sylvie's attempts to kill He Who Remains, Loki Season 2 Episode 6 included a wealth of references to the first season's finale. He Who Remains, see you soon in Loki Season 2 Episode 6 teases more Kang to come. While He Who Remains, see you soon was a foreboding setup Kang's future in the MCU during Loki Season 1 Episode 6. The finale of Loki Season 2 made this Easter egg even deeper. Loki Season 2 Episode 6 saw Loki endlessly attempting to stop Sylvie from killing He Who Remains in vain. Meaning line see you soon could be heard multiple times. The number of times He Who Remains said this line in Loki Season 2 Episode 6 now has a deeper meaning as it hints at the emergence of multiple Kang variants to mirror the multiple times He Who Remains teased at his peers rising. Episode 6 story references the supposed destiny of all Lokis. Loki season 2 episode 6 revealed that he who remains was the person who caused Loki's time slipping. He did this to make Loki realize that no matter how much he tried, he could not save the multiverse, as the temporal loom will always collapse due to being a safeguard to protect the sacred timeline. He remains hoped that this would promote Loki into killing Sylvie and choose to lead the TVA beside him. Interestingly, he who remains says that regardless of his choice, Loki will lose. Either the temporal loom endlessly collapses and destroys the multiverse, or Sylvie must die, tying into the supposed destiny, or that all Lokis lose eventually. Loki season 2 episode 6 includes an Easter egg to the series premiere. This reveal from He Who Remains that Loki will lose regardless of the latter's choice promotes him to visit Mobius from Loki season 1 episode 1. Loki ends up in the time theater where he was shown Thanos' murder of Earth 616. Loki at the beginning of series. This scenes contain several Easter eggs to the show's first episode, from the set of the time theater being reused to Loki's TVA prisoner clothing, time collar and Mobius personality reflecting start of the show. Cleverly, this was set up by both episodes being called Glorious Purpose. For all of us is a huge Thor callback, as Loki prepares to sacrifice his own future to destroy the temporal loom and give everyone else a chance of better future than the trainee of the second timeline. He repeats a line he said at the end of the Thor in 2011. In that movie, Loki attempts to destroy Jonium, but is undone when Thor breaks the Bifrost Bridge. Loki's response is to scream, "I could have done it, Father, for you, for all of us." When he originally said it, Loki was attempting to appeal to his father and prove himself, all feeding into his own selfish aims. But in Loki's finale, he uses the same line to show how far he is come. He is now willing to make a real sacrifice for everyone else. Loki receives a new outfit that references his past, present and future in Loki season 2 episode 6. After Loki decided to oversee the multiverse himself, replacing He Who Remains only as the protector of all timelines as opposed to just the second timeline. He gets a new MCU outfit. The outfit is an Easter egg to his entire MCU journey, from the giant horns of his helmet emulating his past to his cap consisting of the branches of the multiverse representing his present. Also, Loki's helmet is made of the same black and orange marble texture that He Who Remains Citadel was crafted from, referencing his future as the former TVA head's replacement. Loki becomes the literal god of stories in Loki season 2 episode 6. After Loki season 2 episode 5, saw the change of Loki's title of god of stories rather than the god of mischiefs. Loki season 2 episode 6 makes this change a very literal one. Loki's gathering of the multiverse branches and holding them together to keep them all in check see him become the literal god of stories. Loki is acting as the god of the multiverse, holding all the stories together physically rather than the figurative rewriter of the stories teased last episode. This Easter egg is a neat switch of Loki's new life becoming a physical manifestation rather than the theorized ability to change the story. Loki season 2 episode 6 references Yggdrasil, the Asgardian world tree. One of the most overt Easter eggs in the Loki season 2 episode 6 comes from his role as the literal god of stories. Loki is now holding the branches of the multiverse together himself, which becomes manifested as a Yggdrasil, the world tree in a real world Norse myth and Asgardian folklore within the MCU. Yggdrasil is a giant tree that binds together the 9 realms using its branches. Loki season 2 episode 6 provides a major Easter egg to this by making the multiverse manifest as Yggdrasil as Loki holds the quite literal branches together. Loki season 2 episode 6 references Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania's Kang variant. After Loki assumes his new status as the god responsible for holding the multiverse together, the TVA begins its new role as the security force that protects the multiverse. Shortly before Loki season 2 episode 6 ending, B15 asks Mobius whether any King variants have shown up across the multiverse yet. Mobius states that one surfaced and caused a very destruction on a 616 adjacent realm, but they handled it. This is a reference to the events of Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, Kang variant in quantum adjacent to Earth 616, the MCU that Scott and Hope took care of. Loki's biggest fear becomes true in Loki season 2 episode 6, Darkest Easter Egg. After the TVA's new purpose is established, a final shot is shown of Loki alone at the end of time, holding the multiverse together. After the TVA's new purpose is established, a final shot is shown of Loki alone at the end of time, holding the multiverse together. This is, not only solidifies Loki's majorly important role in the infrastructure of MCU's multiverse, but is also an incredibly dark Easter egg to Loki's greatest fear, being alone. Loki is now completely alone without his friends at the end of time, a sacrifice he made to keep the branches of multiverse from being destroyed. Loki season 2 episode 6 title references the show's full circle journey. In a first for a Marvel Studios Disney Plus show, the title of Loki season 2 episode 6 is reused from a prior entry. The title of the episode is Glorious Purpose, the same title of Loki season 1 episode 1. This is a perfect title for the episode as it is an Easter egg to Loki's overarching story. In season 1, Loki thought his glorious purpose was to enslave those he deemed beneath him. However, by the time his arc concluded, Loki realized his glorious purpose was to keep the multiverse safe by allowing it to flourish. Holding together the multiverse is now Loki is burdened with seemingly forever in the MCU. By the time of Loki season 2 episode 6 ending, the titular god of stories truly has found a purpose worthy of all the glory in the multiverse, as the latter concept would not exist without his sacrifice. The last one plot element of Loki season 2 finale leaves open is Ravona renslayer's pruning, which is revealed to leave her stranded in the void. Ravona renslayer's fate is uncertain as she seemingly comes face to face with Aloyth as soon as she regains consciousness. Although Aloyth could easily kill her, it's possible that she finds a way to survive. After all, this brief scene also drops some mysterious clues towards potential stories in the future, namely the pyramid in the background that could be hinting at Kang's Pharaoh variant Ramatut, as well as a dilapidated floor inscription sporting the motto "For all time, always."